What are we talking about today, William?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm writing some stand-up right now, some stand-up comedy. And it's about marijuana usage. And I tried calling Dad about it.
I
And
gotta.
okay, sure.
So, uh, in this joke, I will be going from saying like, "Oh, wizard," and bard and stuff like that. Okay. So, wizard asks, "So why does a barbarian have a frying pan?" Bard. Oh, that's because he uses it to cast spells. And the wizard's just like, he can cast spells. Uh, Uh, and the bard's just like, yeah, every time he hits an enemy, he says, cast iron. Get the joke?
No, I don't.
Cast iron is a type of pan, and he's casting iron.
I don't get it.
You're a joke. You're terrible. You don't get jokes. You're more deaf to jokes than you are really deaf.
Which is funny because I'm writing some stand-up comedy right now, and Emily likes
You
it, but
should
Dad didn't.
probably tell me that so I know if it's good or not.
You want me to share my stand-up comedy with you?
You're gonna have to tell me because I don't think it's gonna be good.
All right, I'll share with you after we're done recording. So, there was this new, okay, you know what One Piece is, yes? On Netflix, they came out with a live action version of One Piece.
Like that was a long time ago.
But they came out with that? The live action version?
Like the newest live action adaptation was Avatar: The Last Airbender, and they redid the live action, which is better than the last one, but still not good.
Boy, I'm not talking about Avatar, I'm talking about One Piece. They came out with a live action version.
I know. I'm talking about. I was telling you that's the newest live action that's come out. That one was there for like half a year now, or close to half a year now.
Came out in 2023, so something like that.
You gotta get better.
I watched the whole thing and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I
Was
couldn't
that good
stand the
or not?
anime. I couldn't stand the anime, but the live action version was pretty good.
It's terrible.
What?
Like, yeah, it wasn't like as bad as like the very first like live action that they did for Avatar: The Last Airbender bad, but it was still terrible.
Okay. Okay. Sure. You have your
They
opinion.
dropped so much stuff and added so much useless stuff in there. It
No,
was
I thought it was so much better because I saw I think the first season and the first beginning of the second season of the animated one, and I thought this is so boring, so I stopped watching it. And then I watched the live action one, and I'm like, this is like so much faster and like a faster pace, and it's just I loved it way better than the animated.
it's terrible. And first and foremost, you don't want to watch the Netflix version because it's more childified. So there's no actual guns, there's no blood or stuff like that. So it would be better for you to actually watch the actual anime version,
No,
which we can watch when you come over.
no. Okay, it's an idea. It's not a set in stone thing, William. I never said I was going to come. It was just an
I'm
idea.
not talking about like when you come over to. I'm talking about like coming to visit. I'm not talking about staying here.
Okay, well, just keep that in
Because you
mind.
can always come here and visit. I'm not setting something set in stone.
Do you want me to
I'm
come
just
and
saying,
visit? I thought you hated
hey,
me.
whenever you come and visit, we could watch it.
No, I thought you hated me, so why would I come visit? You're always like, oh, I hate you,
Hate
Michael.
you.
Yeah, you say it all the time. You're like, I
They're
hate you, Michael.
jokes. You
Mm.
can always tell your sibling that I hate you, but like I don't mean it. It's
Mm.
a normal sibling thing that we do. Like we sit there and joke around with each other, saying, "Every time I see you, I go." Bleh. but it's not true.
I
You
never
sit there
say
and have
that.
fun while hanging out.
Only you
Yeah,
say
you
that.
can be nasty and annoying at sometimes, but you're still fun to hang around sometimes.
But only you say things like that. I never say that. I always say, "Oh, love you, William."
Emily says it, I say it, you've said it.
Yes, before I became a better person.
Being a better person doesn't mean you have to stop sitting there joking around with your
It's
siblings.
not joking. I feel like, it doesn't matter. You come up with your life decisions yet?
No, not it.
The last episode, I said, I want you to have one life decision set in stone. What's one life decision? Your future. Talk about your future, William. What do you want from it?
Not to be dead?
No, no, no. It's got to be something more than that. Either way, you're going to die.
No, hey, I'm not wrong, because in the future, as long as I live, I don't want to die. But once I die, I don't care if I die.
You're ridiculous.
Because I gotta be alive to have a future. So, all I want to make sure is that I'm alive.
Remember that anime you were
Which
talking?
actually has a lot of things in there, meaning I have a good, stable job, stable place to live, and I'm eating healthy, so.
Remember that either book or TV series you were talking about? The one about the murderers that were obsessed with each other and they fell in love, which was murder and romance at the same time. Was that the TV series on Netflix called You?
No, it was not. Trust me.
It
All I
reminded
know
that.
it's a manga, and if I can find it, I will share it to you.
No,
Oh,
no,
you
because
sick
on no- on Netflix, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna see if I can quickly find it because it's not
No,
that hard.
William, stay focused. Stay focused. Put your phone down.
I am focused.
No, you're not. Put your phone down. 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 Put your
You
phone
want me to
down.
drop it?
Put your phone down. Put it where it's supposed to be. Put it where it's supposed to be, William. Put it where it was. Put it where it was. William, stay focused. Put it back. I don't care about this manga. Put it back. You're wasting your
I
time.
had it saved.
Holy William. Oh my god.
I had it saved.
Oh, you remember last episode you also said, "Oh, I'm not going to swear on this podcast," and then you swore at least 20 times.
When?
Just saying.
When?
You swore on the podcast.
When?
The entire episode.
What curse words?
All of them.
I did not say. Nah, you almost got me to say it. You almost got me to say them.
Okay, when the episode
That
comes
was-
out, William, when episode 8 comes out, go check it because you swore way too much.
Okay, if I go on there and watch the entire thing, and there's the like ass or butt and stuff like that that you're saying are curse
No,
words.
it's the F word, the S word, and yeah, I think it was mostly those two. You said a lot.
Yeah, right. I'll watch it, and if you're wrong, I'm going to request money and get denied.
William, I'm the one that edited the whole podcast. I know what's on there, so go ahead.
Then
Go watch
send me the edited one before it's posted, and I can sit there and watch it to see if
No,
you're
because
right.
you don't seem like you care enough.
I do. I want to see.
Okay, did you care enough to watch the entire video I sent you that you're supposed to watch last week?
The video that. Are you talking about on the dock or?
Yes, on the doc.
Which there's like multiple things that you have on there, and I don't
One.
remember.
Episode
One or two.
week one.
Two or
Week one.
big one. I watched a good bit of it. I got like halfway through and basically got everything I needed to know.
No, you didn't, William.
I watched it at 2x speed, and I got through half of it. Okay, at least be proud of me. I got half of it, and I was sitting there using 2x speed.
You can use whatever speed you want. That's fine. I
You
used to do
gotta
the same thing.
realize, Michael, I cannot sit there and do one thing. Even while I'm sitting here watching videos that, oh, I'm sitting here scrolling on YouTube. I find a video, I click on it. Doesn't mean I'm staying on there the entire time. I can get off first couple seconds, halfway through. If it's actually truly interesting, then I can stay the entire time. Doesn't mean I'm not sitting there watching at 2 times speed or still skipping through some of it.
I used to watch things at 2 times
My
speed too.
brain does not allow me, and I mean it will not allow me to sit still. I am not able to sit still. That's why I have to be doing something with my hands. That's why watching stuff doesn't really help. But at least while I'm watching something, I can try finding something that's interesting, but I'm still watching it at like 2 times speed and skipping through it.
You still only watched half of it at 2 times speed, which means you probably sat there for 3 minutes.
That video was 30 minutes.
It was 17.
No, it wasn't. It was 30 last time I looked.
I watched the whole thing at normal rate.
Felt like 30 minutes. I left almost instantly first time I clicked on it because it's just normal stuff I don't really care about and already have randomly learned on the way.
It doesn't matter if you care about it or not, William. It's supposed to show me that you're disciplined enough to do something that I tell you to do over a consistent basis.
I can do it. It's just
No, you
something
can't,
like
because
that video
you just proved me
is
wrong.
pretty stupid, and I've already can learn it from other stuff that I've already watched and don't really care. Like sitting here and telling me, "Oh, I need you to edit this." I'd be like, "Okay, what do you want really edited out? Uh, how do you want it edited? How do I edit it? And I'll get it edited. It might take me a couple days because editing does take a while, making sure everything's perfect and doesn't just randomly have random cuts. And sitting through all that stuff, yeah, it's taken a bit of time, but it's necessary. Unlike that video, because I can sit there and be scrolling on my phone and find stuff that are so similar to it. It's just like, oh, cool. And most of those people are saying all this stuff, and is one of the reasons why a lot of people are just like, oh, I really want to succeed, and are trying all these ridiculous, stupid ways to try succeeding, like spending all of their money to try putting towards stuff, which does not work. You still need something to fall back on, which a lot of these people who are watching all this stuff does not do, like you, and sitting here teaching them stupid stuff. Because even if you're just sitting there at a normal job, working while saving up money normally, you still earn a crap ton of money. Yes, you won't be able to use it right away, but you're saving up money. And when you get old enough, it's just like, oh, cool. I'm ready to retire. I'm going to go have fun now because I've gotten what my responsibility out of the way. I've earned quite a bit of money. I'm able to now live freely.
What, you want to retire by the time you're 65 and not have a life to live?
Here's the thing, Michael. Most of the people who are sitting there making those videos didn't actually sit there and earn all of their wealth on their own or inherited it and are sitting here making these videos saying, oh, this is perfect. This is blah, 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 blah. It doesn't actually work, especially if you're sitting there with a mindset of saving money is not actually decent. It is actually very, very helpful. And even some of the people that I see make these videos later on mention that, oh, they have a savings that they never mentioned at the very beginning, years after, that they started way back when. And that's why I don't sit there and trust them. I don't follow what they're saying. I rather focus on my own self. Okay, I will go out, work this normal job, earn this money, set that aside so I have something to fall back on, and then go and start my own business. Oh, it's succeeding. Good for me. I don't have to keep going to this other job that I have. I can now quit it is going successful, and now I can put my full time and effort towards this because, oh, it is succeeding and all this other stuff. So I don't have to sit here and worry about it failing. But hey, I still have all this in savings that I will still keep here for in case the business does flop and now ends in ruin. I still have something to fall back on so we can still try bringing it back. And that's something they never do mention, even though a lot of those businesses do it. That's why I didn't watch it. Because, no.
Okay, you understand the behind the scenes, okay? It wasn't about the behind scenes. Everything you said is completely correct. I understand and I agree with that. What it is it's telling you the mindset and abilities and the things that you should be doing and learning as
Yes,
you're growing.
the mindset, I've already know all that stuff. The mindset is you need to sit down and make sure you're doing it. Something I cannot do. That's why I'm going with my own strategy, a more laid back way of sitting there succeeding.
And what's that?
And if it takes me years to accomplish it, even if it takes me till 65 to sit there and retire and now I can go have fun, doesn't matter. I'm still retiring and I can now have fun. Cool. Doesn't matter what age you do it at. You can have your beginning where you're sitting here more wanting to party. That's basically all these people's dreams are partying right now. In your older time, you don't really want to party and you just want to retire and relax and have something to sit there and study yourself. So what you can do is at the beginning of out of school, go get a job before you end school so you have some money ready to go while still working there. Go out and party with your friends and all this other stuff while you're young, while still sitting there earning money and saving this money. And then once you're kind of out partying and done with that, go and get a stable job, go and do all this stuff. Now you're still saving up money. You can go and retire and have what I've been trying to tell you so much.
Okay, what about this alternative? Yes, everything you said is correct. And I used to think the same thing. Right? And I'm not saying you're wrong. Now, there's this alternate perspective of, okay, if you're able to retire by the time you're 20, for example, then you're able to travel the world and do things for fun. But by the time you're 65 and you retire, you're too crippled and lazy and, you know, exhausted to travel the world, and you're too exhausted to go enjoy
No,
yourself and do things. You can't go skydiving, you can't go partying. So when you're
you
younger,
can still have vacation time. That's what vacation time's there for. So while you're in the middle of working this time, you can still sit there and go out and do all this. That's what vacation time's for. You set aside some savings, you set aside some vacation time, and you go for these vacations. Go skydiving on your days off and still enjoying your life while sitting here just working a normal 9 to 5.
no,
That's
because
still paying a good amount.
why don't you have a vacation every day for the rest of your life after you build in your business and
Then
it's
go
successful?
for an online job that you know you can work from anywhere, have portable Wi-Fi, and go wherever the crap you want. Just having this portable job where you can work from home, basically working anywhere that has Wi-Fi, getting your job done, and all this stuff. There's so much more you can do than just sitting here, just like taking this advice from people who a lot of them have either done tax evasion and all this other stuff that is more criminal activity than anything. And there's so much stuff you do not know behind the scenes that's truly making them successful than what they're saying and telling you.
I do know because I'm doing the same things, but they're not all criminal activities. They're not all bad things. They're just things that we don't say because people don't want to know those things. They're not shiny. They're not golden objects, right? For example, if I'm going to tell you to become rich, I'm going to say, you want to retire the rest of your life? But I'm not going to say you're going to work every single day, right? But it's something you enjoy. You also have to put in hard work and discipline and sacrifice. But that's not shiny. People don't want to hear that. People want to hear, let's retire and make millions of dollars. So that's what I say. The thing in the behind, I don't say
Another thing is, Michael, is you can still earn millions of dollars without sitting here trying to start up this business that has the possibility of failing and still earn it pretty quickly by going and getting these degrees and all this other stuff. That's why doctors are successful first and foremost. That's why they have a good bit of money. Yeah, they don't start off with that much money. Yeah, it takes them a bit to get there, like almost any good person who's sitting there earning millions, or go and work for these big companies and get a good position. But that takes education, which you're saying is not good. A lot of people who just go and do YouTube all the time, or a lot of them have dropped out of high school, which you can actually improve your YouTube career by sitting there having a bit of editing skills, so you can sit there and edit on your own, uh, or sitting there using some of this stuff you learned in school. Yeah, it not will all be successful for your YouTube career, but you can take stuff that you've learned and apply it to your YouTube career. Like the discipline of having to make sure you're up by a certain time and going to school, or basically going and getting ready to record a video or edit one of your videos while still working on the next video. There's so much that you can do without sitting here trying to listen to all these people who are mostly not correct.
how do you know they're not correct? How do you know the people that are in the school system aren't lying to you as well? I don't think
Because,
a s-
okay, here's the thing, Michael. Um, yeah, school terrible. They're mostly getting you ready to do a 9 to 5, which is terrible. Yes, understandable. But just sitting there also going off and doing what these millionaires say. A lot of them, I will tell you now, some of the people who are sitting here making all these videos, they are not actually millionaires. They're just actual scammers who are trying to get you to go in this way so they can actually earn money off of you and all this other stuff. That, or they are sitting there doing tax evasion, basically doing it a specific way. There's so much
okay.
that you
First off,
not
let me
don't
interrupt you. You
understand.
don't know anything
Plus,
about tax evasion.
and becoming a millionaire is not like always good because you're going to have more taxes taken from you. The only reason why a lot of those millionaires actually have millions is because they have a way to limit how much they are actually getting taxed and
Exactly.
getting it down to around 10,000 to 50,000, even though they should be paying millions.
No, what it is they're doing it legally. They make everything a business expense, such as their public persona, which is why they start up YouTube channels, so they can get their hair, their makeup, their clothes, and then they do business meetings. So then they go travel to anywhere. They also have cars and private jets, which also can be written off as business expenses because it's all part of the business, quote unquote. So everything they do is done legally, but sure, people that don't understand it and don't know it think it's all tax evasion. Now, when it comes to the scamming part of, oh, they're just trying to make money off of you. Exactly. That's their point. That's how they're millionaires. They make money off people. So, what do? You sell yourself, you sell courses, you sell businesses, you sell products. Every YouTuber has merchandise. Every YouTuber might have a course or something for you to buy, a membership even, right? That's how they make their money. These millionaires are no different. They do the same thing with YouTube, right? They're selling you something, whether that's an idea, a golden object, a syndrome, a course, a product, whatever it is, they're making money from it. That's why they're a millionaire, right? Someone that sells a book and they're telling you to go buy their book, that's how they're making money because you're buying their book. But you're still going to learn something. It's not the surface level of everything. Yes, the surface level might seem, oh, they're just trying to sell us a product. But behind the scenes, what they're really saying is this is how you make money. You make money by selling things to people.
Okay. Well, I know this wasn't a long episode, but I gotta go make sure I go get something to eat because I haven't eaten anything for dinner, and I gotta make sure if they're making dinner or not, or I have to make myself something.
Sure.
Good conversation, though,
Very great
especially
discussion.
for the podcast.
Very great discussion. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye, brother.
Bravo!
Yes.
Bye bye.
Brother Hale. Bye-bye.